Hey everybody, it is day 37 of the Carnivore Diet and 37 days sober. We're almost at our 40-day mark. I'm getting really excited. For tonight, for dinner, which we're kind of having a little early, just because it got cooked earlier than normal, we have yet again that nice, beautiful Brazilian lobster tail. And that's what we're doing for dinner today. Today I didn't really do much. I vegetated around the house. Took a relaxing day waiting for stuff that's going to arrive tomorrow to show up. Tomorrow, obviously. Supposed to rain and pour all day. Never did. Rained once in the morning. That was really it. Other than that, just kind of Netflixed and chilled all day. Oh yeah. You like to crack it, crack it. I like to crack it, crack it. I like to crack it. Sometimes they're easy to crack. Sometimes they're not. It's like a slow unraveling process here. Alrighty. But anyway, I thought I was going to mention something today, but I don't remember what it was. Everything's all good and hunky-dory. Pains I had yesterday are gone, but that's more or less just from the resting. You know, getting a chance to rest and relax instead of just constantly beating the shit out of myself. We finished off the rest of the leftovers for lunch. We figured we wanted something different, like lobster, for an example. So we really just didn't want to constantly be stuck eating the same leftovers as you know, the day before and the day before that type of shit, because that just gets old so fast. Yeah, I was hoping to pull it all out at once. There we go. So we did that during lunch. We had that for lunch, and it's about almost 7 o'clock, and we're having lobster tail right now. So that's good, and that's all we're having right now. If we get a little hungry, you know, there's a little bit of cheese here and there. I think I got like one more piece of meat from my leftovers that I didn't have, that I still have in the fridge. So, but other than that, we're going to try to keep everything down to like one meal and one meal only. Or not one meal and one meal only, but small meals. Because the problem is you start having these like big jalopy of a meal, you know, you kind of just like, you know, next day and the day after, you're just kind of like trying to eat it, you know, you're like forcing the food down, and it's just like, it's not good anymore at that point. It just tastes like, I don't know if it tastes funky or may not taste funky. It could be just psychological, because you've had the same thing over and over again, and you just fucking had it, and you just don't want it anymore. We had that issue with pork chops. I made too much, not pork chop, pork ribs. Pork ribs, and it was like freaking like day 4, and we're just like, oh my god, I don't want these anymore. And you don't want to throw away food because it's just a waste of money. So we just like, you know, we ate it, and I'm like, all right, no more pork chops for a while. So that was a couple weeks. I think it was a couple weeks ago. We ran into that issue. So that's why I try to, you know, keep it all lively and, you know, vibrant and stuff, and mix it up a bit. I do love doing stuff smoked, but lobster on the smoker just doesn't come out good. Did it once before, it came out like shit. It's hard to judge the temperature of it. Although at the time I was like drunk all the time, so it was kind of hard to really cook anything good at that point. I mean, the concept of it would be good when I started it, but the longer it took for the food to cook, the more drunker I got, and the worse the quality of the meal was. That was a very annoying point in time in my life. Alright, enough of talking about the past. Let's look at this. So I cut them into slices. That's good. And I got my lemon. I freshly squeezed my lemon into my butter. That's really it. So, you know, all the different videos of leading up to today of like all the different food I've had. You know, you guys can really definitely start experimenting. You know, I feel like after like 30 days, you know, after like a month, and you've gone through that cold, I think really once you get past that, like that little carnivore flu, as you know, a lot of people were niching it, but you have it in a lot of diets. You have the same thing, I think, on the keto diet too, which is very similar to the carnivore diet. Which ironically, as things kind of move along in the carnivore diet and you start experimenting, it kind of almost turns into the keto diet, you know, because you start adding like different stuff to it that you normally were cutting out before. So you could definitely play with the diet and stuff. You know, just keep in mind though is that, you know, with any kind of diet like this, you know, you start messing with it too much and you can really, you know, fuck up your progress. So you kind of want to be really careful. That's why, like, normally we don't have lunch, but I was like, I was a little hungry. I'm like, let's just finish what we had. We didn't have a lot left. Definitely better with the lemon and the butter. Wow, that is good. So, you know, I'm not gonna jump down like, you know, the ice cream train or, you know, bags of potato chips and shit like that. I really don't have an urge for that stuff as it was. I was never a big soda drinker. I just didn't like how, you know, there's so much negativity with like Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all of them. You know, that nobody really realizes it unless you really are on the know of what you're consuming, or you start a diet like this and you start realizing like, oh, that's what I was going to mention. Another thing we noticed that we were screwing around with, I don't know how it came about. There was a video online what chemicals are in your toothpaste. And we looked at our toothpaste, the hell's the name of the brand? The big popular brand, Crest, more like crap instead. If you ever look at the ingredients on there, it is scary as hell. And you're going to say, well, I'm not swallowing them. Well, yes, you are. Those chemicals you're sticking in your mouth, and it's going to absorb into your bloodstream. So we threw away X amount of spices and food and shit that had these dangerous chemicals for you, and then you look at the back of a toothpaste container, thinking like, I can't really have anything bad in here, right? And you look at it, and it's like 50 plus fucking chemicals, and you're like, garbage you go. So, look at your toothpaste too. It might actually be killing you. Same thing with mouthwash too, I would say. Definitely look at mouthwash. Anything that you're basically sticking in your mouth, I would definitely look at the ingredients on. No matter if they're tattooed on or not. But yeah, I would seriously look at the ingredients and shit. It's weird how some stuff has such a horrible backing of like ingredients. It's like, why would you put all that in there, knowing that it's going to be bad? Well, we have a lot of butter left because I made a little too much butter. I had to make too much of something. Had the right proportion of food, but I didn't make too much of something else. The past couple of days, I've been having horrible situations with measurements. like thinking something's gonna be really small and it turns out really big. Kind of just had that again. So, but it's all right. We'll probably do like crab legs tomorrow for like lunch or something because they're small. I mean, the meat is very small, so probably like, well, maybe tomorrow I might be a little busy, so we'll see what happens. But if not lunch, then probably for dinner. Look at these things, just dripping with goodness. Mmm. Oh. It's funny too, because I'm actually eating more of certain things I've liked, and I looked at them as a delicacy. Or, yeah. It's like freezer stuff with lobster, crab legs, shrimp, fish, different kind of meats, because that's all I can eat, really. You know, I'm not eating pasta, I'm not eating ice cream, I'm not eating junk food, I'm not drinking beer. So, like, my food intake is so, like, minute on what I'm actually taking in. It's like, you know, my varieties are like a lot of different animal products, but it's also not like, it's like I can't just go to the, like, and I don't have like cravings anymore or the urges for any of those items. Like I said, I really didn't have them to begin with, but when I see them on TV or ads on the internet, it just doesn't faze me at all. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm going to keep munching away on my lobster. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Share, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, give it to your enemy. Jump on the carnivore diet. You will not regret it. And honestly, with the way the world is, with all these weird, mysterious viruses that are being produced in labs and sent out into the air for you to, you know, have to wear a mask and walk around like a village idiot, I would say a diet like this that has helped me get away from pains and allergies and shit. I guarantee you this diet will make me stronger for the next government release bullshit. So, just my point of view. Gotta keep them under control. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video.